Okay, 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 okay.
Hi, buddy.
Okay, okay. Lucy. How you doing?
I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Before we begin, can we don't agree to be recorded.
I don't care. Okay. It's my property. We're recording.
Okay.
And what do you think we're beginning with? I'll start with that. Those are for you.
Okay. Alrighty. So you're advocate for child abduction?
Yeah.
Okay.
Child abduction.
Okay.
We're not going past here. I don't know what your plans
Is there any way I can see Stormy or whatnot?
Huh?
Is there any way we could?
are. Your
check
doctor?
on Stormy? No.
Why do you want to see my daughter?
Just to verify just her well-being.
She's fine.
Okay.
So we just had a doctor's appointment yesterday.
Okay. And who's your doctor?
Dr. Fox in Mount Pleasant.
Dr. Fox in Mount Pleasant.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything's okay? Any concerns?
You? Yeah. You're
Okay.
concerned.
Okay.
You told me on the phone yesterday that you were here to perform a wellness check in my home.
Mm-hmm. Just to make sure it's appropriate sleeping and food and running water and utilities.
You know that's a violation of our privacy
Okay.
and a threat to my family.
Okay.
So what training do you have that enables you guys to certify what's acceptable and what isn't?
What's just our proper protocol? That's all.
Well, proper protocol is to acknowledge the no trespassing sign and not go past it like the police did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
They came with you, right?
Yep, correct.
They stopped at the no
Yeah, they
trespassing
stopped.
sign, right?
Yep.
Okay, why did they do that and you didn't?
Well, I just proceeded to.
It's unlawful what you did.
Right. Well, we talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, well, we're talking about it in a different context today because if you're going to walk past a no trespassing sign
Mm-hmm.
and then tell me that you're qualified to assess anything in my house after breaking the law, do you?
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Although this principle may have been founded with the best interest of the child, it's now being used to invade and violate the privacy of the people without any probable cause.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have probable cause to believe that my house is unsafe?
No, I don't.
You don't.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so why is this so important to you?
It's just we received a referral. Like I told you on the phone, I can't tell you.
From Dr.
Part of
Avery?
it. I can't.
I know that's who it was.
Yeah. Okay. So I can't confirm or deny.
You told me that you're coming to my home with 2 CPS agents and 2 police units was due to a referral, yet you can't tell me who the referral came
Yeah.
from.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Okay, you understand how law works, right?
Yeah.
If I accuse you of a crime, I need to be willing to attest to that
Mm-hmm.
under penalty of perjury and a sworn affidavit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Here we don't have that.
No, not in this situation. No. We're different than law enforcement.
Obviously, you've got more power because the police stopped here at the no trespassing sign and you just walked right through.
I wasn't advised to stop or to go, so I just proceeded.
Well, you know what trespassing is,
Absolutely.
right? It's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you want to prosecute, then go ahead. That's fine with me.
If I want to prosecute, you were here with 2 police officers. They should have arrested you.
But that's their mishap, not mine.
You're right. It is. So who could bring with you?
That was Bay County Sheriff.
Do you have their cards? Who were the individuals that were here?
I don't have a card, but it was a Bay County Sheriff. Probably call since it was called.
Why do I need a call? You brought the armed men to my house.
They're concerned about it.
What? You don't even know who you brought?
I know who I brought, but I just can't release their information.
They were on my property, and you can't release their information.
No, but like I said,
you see where we're going with this?
Right, we just talking.
You come to my property bringing police for your safety.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in charge of safety here, not you.
Right. Correct. That's true.
Okay, and you're going to come here and break the law, and then you need safety?
Yeah.
See what I'm getting at?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see why we're terrorized?
Right.
Do you see why my workday hasn't started yet?
Right.
Because I'm afraid of you guys.
Well, you don't need to be afraid. Like I told you over the phone, our intent is
We don't need to be afraid.
No.
I see people's dogs being shot because your safety is in question now because you're trespassing on my property.
Mm-hmm.
So these cops are going to shoot my dog because of your safety while you're trespassing on my property?
We hope that's not an issue. But...
Well, it won't be because you won't be back here, okay?
Okay.
You won't be back here.
Okay.
Okay. We are in fear of our safety right now.
Right.
You
and I
are
apologize
creating.
for that.
You are creating this fear.
Mhm.
We were gone yesterday. We
Right.
felt like running.
Yeah, I mean, you told me over the phone, and I apologize for creating any fear that you guys had. So
Well, do you understand it though?
I haven't lived it, so I can't understand
You're here without probable cause. You bring armed men. If
Mhm.
my dog scared you, they would shoot him for your safety. It's happening every day. Spend some time on YouTube.
Yeah,
My little dog is pretty scary.
yeah.
No, she's not.
But I get it. You've been through a lot, and I understand where you're coming from. So,
Well, you said you wanted to meet one-on-one today.
right.
And we're not one-on-one, so we're recording.
Okay. Well, you brought someone else too.
Yeah, this is my home.
Right.
Okay, I can have 50 people here.
Right. If you feel, do you want my coworker to sit in the car, or what's comfortable with you?
No, I don't care. She
Okay.
should be here. I'm not trying to start an argument here.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you understand what's going on
Right. Right.
from our perspective.
Right. And I'm not in your shoes, so I haven't lived it. So
What
I
you
can't.
need to put yourself in my shoes
Right, and I want
because
to.
you are terrorizing us.
Okay.
This is scary, okay?
Mhm.
We didn't want to come home last night to our own house
Right.
because we've seen what CPS does.
Mhm. And I did my research, so I've looked at what you guys been through over the past.
Have
few
you
years.
seen
in
Nancy
Isabella
Schaefer
County.
videos?
I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen some.
No, this is a congresswoman who is
Mhm.
doing the same thing I am now, and she was murdered.
Mhm.
This is scary business,
Yeah.
okay? You guys do not have the authority you think you have.
Okay.
You told me the police were brought to my property for your safety.
Mhm.
No, I'm in charge of safety here, and you guys need to understand that.
Mhm.
Okay, and it's just not just me. This
Right.
is everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody on their own property is in charge of their own safety.
Correct.
When you bring a countering force to that,
Mhm.
you're asking for confrontation.
Correct.
I mean, it just makes
That's
sense,
why I came
right?
along today.
You told me you saw and understood the no trespassing signs ahead of my driveway, yet you ignored it while observing two police officers honor it. The police officers should have immediately arrested you and your teammate for trespassing.
Yeah.
Were you the one?
No, I was not
No,
here
it was someone
yesterday.
else.
Do you have a card,
Mhm.
Sarah? You are operating from a position of really bad training, excessive amounts of wrongly assumed authority, and callous disregard for the individual rights and privacy of the people.
Mhm.
Okay, you and your four-man terror cell that were here at my house yesterday are endangering my family and our baby, and you are wrongly believing that you are helping?
You're welcome.
How would you feel if I were to come to your home and I brought with me multiple men with guns that enforce the group's objectives regardless of the law
Mhm.
that would kill or kidnap the opposition? How would you feel if I came to your house with guns?
I feel violated.
You would.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is the perspective I'm trying to help you understand.
Right. I'm getting where you're coming from.
Okay, well, this is a problem all over the state.
Right.
Okay.
And that's why today I didn't come with anybody.
Well,
I understood what you
appreciate
said, so
that.
that's why I came along. So I did take in what you told me.
Well, there's a lot more to it. I'm not a single voice here.
Right.
Okay.
I know you're activist, so I get it.
I'm not an activist. I'm an advocate, okay? There's a difference between advocate and
Mhm.
activist.
Yeah.
Okay, if I was an activist, there would be people here with guns trained on us.
Mhm.
There's a difference,
Yeah.
okay? I want you to understand. I'm trying to help you.
Okay.
You guys have a job to do. I understand that. You
Right.
get a referral from somebody, you got to follow up on it.
Mhm.
I get it.
Mhm.
Okay, but what you do from that point on determines how everything goes.
Correct.
I'm seeing people's children stolen from their arms in the hospital.
Mhm.
Okay, we were detained unlawfully at the hospital Sunday. We were supposed to come home Sunday, but we couldn't because the referral that was going to you couldn't happen till Monday.
Okay.
Dr. Regmi told me that he would not discharge my baby from the hospital without first making sure that my home was safe for my baby on Sunday, June 26,
Mhm.
2016. Dr. Regmi is who generated your super secret referral and unlawfully detained Daniel Austin, Baby Stormy, and myself. Dr. Regmi somehow has access to information that is maintained by the state. This is a major violation of our privacy by both the state and the doctor. And you guys are the state agency.
Correct.
Okay? The doctor is not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Somehow this doctor got access to a CPS case from Isabella County where Daniel Austin's 3 children were kidnapped
Mm-hmm.
by CPS. You guys do this every day, right?
Yep.
Her children were taken absent a court order.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys do that?
Nope.
You have to have
It's
a
a
court
different
order.
county.
It's in your handbook. I've read it.
Yeah, it is. It's Bay County, not Isabella.
It's a county in Michigan. That's my point.
Right.
Now, I'm hoping and I'm praying, actually, that Bay County is not as screwed up as Isabella.
I can't speak on Isabella, but I know we do things the ethical way.
The ethical way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that comes into question, too, when 2 police officers
So,
watch
trespass.
2 state actors trespass on our property.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Okay, everything's
Absolutely.
built on a foundation.
Right.
The foundation started when you ignored our no trespassing signs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're trying to build some trust here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd like to believe that I can go to work and earn a living and take care of my baby
Mm-hmm.
without you guys hijacking my efforts
Okay.
and interfering with the family.
Mm-hmm.
We are terrorized, okay?
Okay.
We are scared shitless
Right. And I
of
apologize
you
if
guys.
you are scared.
You guys have this assumed authority that you really shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys need to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Austin's 3 older children were kidnapped by Isabella County DHS and CPS without an emergency hearing. There was no ex parte order. You guys do this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Are you DHS or CPS?
It's both.
Both.
CPS is a branch under DHS.
Right. Okay. Thanks for confirming that. The petition submitted to the court asking for a court order to remove Daniel Austin's children was denied by the judge. The petition. You guys submit the summons and petition all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys initiate the court case file, right?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what a summons and petition is. You understand that the petition asks the court for permission
Mm-hmm.
through a court order to remove the children from the home, right?
Correct.
Okay. You also then understand what that petition being denied means, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We had a denied petition in Isabella County, but her children had already been taken with no ex parte order, and she never got them back. She's still without her children that were taken by the state.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is our perspective.
Right.
You guys know what a petition is.
Right.
It's not like I'm talking to, strangers on the street.
Yeah.
You guys initiate these proceedings all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You guys create the petition. You create the allegations. You create the sworn affidavit. You submit that to the courts. You get a case number in the courts,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a hearing. Right? You guys have been to these hearings.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. And what happens when the judge denies the petition?
Kids return back home.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That never happened with the woman that's in this house. So you have to understand that this fear is justified.
Right, it is. And like I said, I can't speak on what happened in Isabella County.
But it's the same agency. You guys are working for the same agency.
Different county, but I get what you're saying.
This is an order, verbal order, to cease and desist. Your actions here have been unwelcome, and you and your team have scared us horribly and made us feel unsafe in our own home. We feel terrorized. You made us feel like we should run with our baby for the safety of our family and our baby and our family. Does that make sense?
And I apologize if we, induced any fear. So I'm apologizing again for that.
It's overwhelming, Ronnie.
Yeah.
The fear is overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
When people are cornered like this, weird things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't want any issues. I want to be left alone. I want to raise my child.
Mm-hmm.
This should be the happiest time of my life.
Right. Congratulations. I know the circumstances aren't the best, but
Thank you.
congratulations on
Thank
being
you.
there.
Thank you both for saying that. I don't harbor any ill feelings. I would like for you guys to understand where I'm coming from
Mm-hmm.
and where the people of Michigan are coming from when you're met with a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not doing this to be rude.
Right.
Okay, Okay, you know, it would be great if I could invite you in and have a cup of coffee, but the situation doesn't allow for that in this case. You know, this is a different county, but you are part of the same state agency that's doing this elsewhere. Okay, you guys should be enraged yourself that this kind of things are happening in any county. Okay, because it's a reflection on all of you. There needs to be some internal checks. You can't just call up the cops and say, hey, I need an escort for my safety because I'm going to go trespass on somebody's property. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to think these things through.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not trying to be confrontational, but more educational.
Right.
Because I don't like violence. I don't like any of that. But some things need to be fixed.
Right.
And an understanding needs to happen. You know, I feel terrible that we're not sitting at my kitchen table having a coffee.
Yeah,
but to be quite honest, I don't trust you guys or the police.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's only because of what we've seen and what we've been through. Okay? Now, there's no issues with my home. The house is 14 years old. We're happy. We're comfortable. There's food in the refrigerator. We've got plenty of clean water, diapers, and all of that. Okay? We just had our wellness check yesterday. Our baby's gaining weight. And she's gained 2 ounces since we left the hospital Monday. So she's on her way back up. And Danny's breast milk's coming in. And we were out last night buying a breast pump. And we bought a cheap one, and it didn't work. It broke after 4 seconds. So the hospital one was hand operated and cramping the hands, and it was a mess. So last night at about 11 o'clock, we went back to Myers and we took back the broken one and got the $100 unit.
Yeah.
Did it work better?
It worked awesome.
Good.
Yeah. Do what you pay for.
Yeah. It's a super pump, and great. It's producing a lot of milk, and we haven't used any formula yet, and the baby's gaining and looking great, and there's no jaundice color in her face, under her eyes, and on her forehead, and it's great.
Awesome.
So, if there ever is a problem, we will seek medical help and attention immediately. We plan to give her the best care any parents in the world could ever give their child. And that starts with making sure we're safe and secure in our own home. You know, absent that, I mean, everything is in disarray. We need to feel safe here. And we want to feel safe here.
Right.
And these external pressures actually detract from your guys' overall objective and mission. And it's not fair. Because I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So I made a couple copies of this if you want it.
Okay.
And do you guys have anything for me?
Yep, I have just paperwork on how to deal with CPS and whatnot.
How to deal with CPS?
Yes, just 2 forms I want to provide you with.
Well, I'm dealing with CPS.
Yeah, I mean, you are dealing with CPS, but
I don't need your forms.
okay.
But I wouldn't mind seeing them.
Okay.
I hope you guys take this to heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Safe Sleep.
Yeah,
for the
at the
infant.
hospital.
Yep, I'm pretty sure you went over at the hospital.
Yeah, and the doctor said we shouldn't shake our child.
Good idea.
But the doctor never said, you know, don't flush her down the toilet. So we're kind of up in the air on that. You have a sheet on that?
No, I don't.
Okay. Are you a father?
No, I'm not. Community resources. And there's a Safe Sleep form that comes with that pamphlet. It's required for the parents to sign it, but
Required.
yeah, required.
You're going to require parents to be good parents.
Yep, pretty much. That's our job.
Okay. Well, you can't start with the assumption that we're not.
Yeah.
Therein
But
lies
I'm
the
not
rub,
calling it
right?
a bad parent, so.
Right. Well, I appreciate you making the effort to come out.
Yep.
Both of you.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
And if, you know, I'm always available on the phone. My number's all over the internet. And
Okay.
I think the video at the hospital was shared over 500,000 times already. So we have a huge amount of support, and I don't we're hoping to give the hospital an A+ review. Now we've got a pediatrician using the what's it called? The reporting thing, when healthcare professionals have to report.
Mandated reporting.
Yeah, mandated reporting. This mandated reporting thing is overboard. It's out of control. I mean, this Dr. Regmi might as well be reporting everybody, and he probably is. Okay, you guys need to understand what the end game is here. Okay, when the state takes people's children, whether it's justified or unjustified, that act in and of itself needs to be proven to have been the right thing, or the state has kidnapped the children. You understand the liability with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if their actions are not proven, if your decision to take a child from a home is not provable beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you had cause, reason, and everything is provable, then it's a state kidnapping. Okay, that's why the courts don't matter. After a child's taken, the courts do whatever you guys tell them, because the state would be liable for kidnapping.
Correct.
If you were wrong. See, therein lies the rub, that you guys can't be wrong. I understand the pressure you're under. Okay, but there's CPS workers out there that don't care. You know, if you did your job every day and nobody told you were doing anything wrong, and the courts always backed you up, what motivation would you ever have to do the right thing? You see what I'm saying? How gray those lines get?
Right.
So that's where we're at, and that's the unfortunate truth of things. And I would like for you guys to share with your coworkers and let them know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because this creates a hazardous work environment for you. Okay, and that should be important. You're going to be a father if you're not already, and you're going to be a mother if you're not already, hopefully, and you have beautiful families. But these intrusions on the family need to be addressed and stopped. You know, I appreciate your care for children, okay, but we can't take that to the nth degree and then create an accident or make an accident or grab a baby by mistake, and then watch the courts fully support the abduction, like they did with Danny's 3 children, just to avoid the liability. Does that make sense? She can't ever have her children back, because then the state would be saying, yeah, you're right, we kidnapped them. That's where we're at already. So I hope this has helped you guys kind of understand from a people's perspective what's really going on. And you should write down Nancy Schaefer's name. She's a congresswoman that found the frauds and abuses here by CPS all over the country. And she actually became a national spokesperson for voicing these things. And she was a congresswoman. And she made this her mission, and she was found dead in her bed. They called it a murder-suicide. Husband shot her in the back of the head and then killed himself. But she had all the information. She was in power. She was a congresswoman. She was ordering these reports. And people do what congresswomen tell them to do. And she had all the dirt. And it's out there. It's available. And you guys should look at it, because I want everybody to be safe, always. And your job has gotten particularly dangerous with what's going on. And you guys need to know that, and hopefully take steps to correct that. I was hoping to do that in Isabella County, but I couldn't, because they'd already committed a crime, and then had to cover up for it. So hopefully this is kind of like preemptively helping, where we're not already parents of a hostage situation. So anyways, the bottom line is the federal government gives the county, Bay County, or in this case, or Isabella County, $148 money for children absconded from parents and put into the foster care system. Okay, the state is using this, you guys, as a tool to bring money to the county and state. Okay, there's a reason why you feel you can walk right up to my door past a no trespassing sign and barge into my house and say, well, you got a dirty spoon next to the coffee maker, so you know we're going to take your child. right?
Not necessarily.
I know. Hypothetically.
Yeah.
In Isabella County, that would happen.
But not here.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. How long have you been with CPS, DHS?
Altogether, I've been doing it for almost 5 years.
5 years. You ever run across anybody like me
Yeah, in Texas.
in Texas?
Yeah.
Texas, they know what they're doing down there.
Yeah.
How about you? How long have you been?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. Well, that's good. It's really important that you know you guys know from this stage in your careers what's going on, because I feel that it's up to you guys to bring this about and make positive change. Because I too care for every child's safety, and state abductions don't fall into that category.
Right.
It would be not so easy to prove if counties and states weren't getting federal Title IV money for every child thrown into foster care. And we have to recognize that we just went through a recession, and we're still in a recession. The state will never downsize, and therefore needs to do things to generate the revenue to pay your salaries. That's the state's job, but it's using you guys, your agency, and the abduction of children to finance the state. All the state actors, okay, they're funded from this Title IV money. It's not the only thing that's hokey that's going on the state's doing,
Right.
but it's a big part of it, and it needs to stop. So I again, thank you for coming out.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Appreciate your time.
Nice meeting
I
you.
appreciate your effort, and good luck. I hope you're able to make change. And like I said,
Hopefully.
you can call me anytime.
Okay,
I'm
yeah, I got
available
your
24/7, and I'd be happy to help you or work with you or even talk to the rest of you.
Okay.
You know, that's what I'm doing now because it needs to be addressed, and nobody's doing it.
Right.
You know, the poor parents are getting picked on that don't know what I know, and it's unfortunate, but they just get steamrolled.
Right.
So, again, I appreciate you coming out, and be safe, and hopefully, you know, help make a difference.
Okay.
Okay?
That's the goal.
That is the goal. All right.
All right. All right. Take
Well,
care.
thanks again.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one. Nice meeting you.
Okay.